Hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one furry boy, Never. And you're watching The Never Show. Yes, the only show with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget. And then the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye. I mean, why ask why? Why wouldn't you want a third eye? And it's Wednesday again, my friends. But before we get started, I'd like to thank you all for being my YouTube friends. I don't know what I do to deserve you. I'm thankful that you just keep sticking with me. And for those people who keep leaving, I don't know what to do, you know? I wish I could make everybody happy, but I guess it's just not in the cards for me. So with that said, I'm going through some personal stuff right now. If I'm a little sad, I'm sorry in this video. It's just, there's not much you can do, and there's not much I can do to fix it at this time. It's just going to have to go through this, and when we get on the other side, I'll be happy because it'll be over, and there's not much I can do until it's over. You came here for a movie review, and you've seen that impeccable thumbnail. You know what movie we're reviewing, so let's get into it, shall we? And today's movie is Dark Phoenix. It is a PG-13 movie. It is an hour and 35 minutes, which doesn't satisfy my number thingy. It is an action-adventure sci-fi directed by Simon Kinberg, if I'm pronouncing it right. He's been a producer on several of the other X-Men movies, but now he's in the director's chair. He's also one of the writers on this, along with John Blind, Chris Claremont, Dave Cockrum, and that's his real name. I'm not making this up. Based on the works of Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, God rest his soul. I think people are a little tired of the comic book movies, just to be honest with you. And I think that's a little bit why this one feels rushed, because it is such a quick movie for such a big title. I'm not going to blame the casting. James McAvoy as Charles Xavier. He's beautiful. He's a well-rounded actor. He can emote. He can jump around. Michael Fassbender is great, too, as Magneto. Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. I found her makeup to be a little underwhelming in the X-Men world. This one seemed a lot less thought through with the previous Mystiques. I don't know why. Maybe because the movie was so short, and that's just me being nice. Michael Holt as Hank McCoy, Beast. Another great actor. He's great. Can't fault him. Sophie Turner as Jean Grey, a.k.a. the Dark Phoenix. I thought this was going to be a little more darker with Phoenix, because I remember the animated series previously, and I remember her doing all sorts of horrible things in that. Ty Sheridan as Scott Summers. I vaguely remember a clip of him being dead or injured or something when this was first coming out, and I don't know what happened to that. Alexander Shipp as Storm. I'm not gonna try to say Storm's real name. It's just gonna come out cheesy and overbaked, and you don't want to listen to me misread names as it is. Evan Peters as Peter Maximoff. I love Peter Maximoff as Quicksilver. I think he's one of the better actors. I feel like he was underutilized again. Cody Smith McPhee as Kurt Wagner. aka the Nightcrawler. I am actually interested in seeing a Nightcrawler movie, and they have a young actor here that surely fits the bill. And that's the cast first bill, because you don't want to listen to me read names all day, and keeping it short and sweet is what you wanted, and I will deliver. Our production companies were 20th Century Fox. I feel like they might be to blame, as this is the last Marvel title held by 20th Century Fox due to the Disney buyout. Bad Hat Harry Productions, Donner's Company, Kimberg Jenner, Marvel Entertainment, because Disney owns Marvel now, TSG Entertainment. I do think there is another Fox, but that's Deadpool, and I think that's a big difference in what goes on. Our distributor here in the good old United States of America, God bless America, was Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures.
Our special effects were Capture Dimensions, Halon Entertainment, Legacy Effects, LiDAR Guys, MELS, Moving Picture Company, NCAM, Nexus Canada, Rising Sun Pictures, Rodeo VFX, Scanline VFX, Soho VFX, and that's a mouthful on any day of the week. There's a lot of good names here, but none that stick out as something that really, really blows me away.
My thoughts on the picture. Let's just jump right to rating, because I want to just explain to you. It's a 6.0 out of 10 on IMDb, and it's a 32% with a 64% audience rating score. And a 32% for me would be practically an unwatchable movie. I would ADD through this. And it wasn't. The story flowed well. It felt a little rushed. Some of the makeup seemed a little rushed to me. And while that doesn't make it a great film, it's not as bad as everybody's saying it is. I lost myself in the narrative, and seeing some of my favorite X-Men retire and or die definitely evoked emotional response for me. So I did lose myself in the narrative. So I don't understand what went wrong here. I feel it was a decent movie. It's not going to be the box office hit of the summer, but it doesn't deserve this, just to be honest with you. I do want to see what CinemaSins thinks, just because, I do get dazed and dazzled from the decadence of too many movies. And even though I have my problems with it, I kind of want to see what they say, just because I fear that I've overlooked things. I definitely see this as a TV watch. I'm going to pass on a DVD buy. I'm just not really that big into X-Men, just to be honest with you. And I'm kind of excited about the new Deadpool movie because it's in pre-production or something, from what I understand. I'm going to pass on another theater rewatch. It's decent, but it's not, wowie, I want to see this again, please take my money. And with all that said, because, yeah, I say that a lot. If you like what you see in here, make sure you click that like button. More likes means YouTube sees this, makes my videos more available to other people, and adds more YouTube friends like you. And I really want that right now. It's been a long time coming, and the ad apocalypses just keep coming. And it's really sad that I have to beg for likes, but that's what I have to do now. And it's frustrating. Remember, all comments are 100% guaranteed response. What more can I say? You're going to get feedback if you type in that little comment box that you liked or hated this movie, and why. Because I'd really like to know. Your comments are the highlight of my day. It's a real big emotional boost to know that some out there has watched something that I've made and is actually has some feedback for me. And I have to ask, I have an Amazon, I have a Patreon. If you know what's going on in my life right now, there's a problem. I don't think money's going to fix it. So if you feel generous at this time, it's most appreciated. Thank you for the donation so far, and thank you for supporting my American dream. And with all that said, for a final time, if you want to see more of this nonsense, make sure you click that subscribe button and that little bell icon.
Ding. Ring a ding ding.
And I will see you all in the next movie review. Bye!